All right, if you're a fan of reality TV, you may recognize our next guest, reality TV star Tara Jolie. She is from the Little Women television franchise and the author of a new book.
It's called Fierce at 4'2", and it hit the stands this summer. Here with the scoop is Tara Jolie herself.
Yay!
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure to have you.
Great to have you.
I'm so happy to be here. It's so much chaos is going on. The book's only been released only a few short weeks, and I've been doing signings here in Vegas. I've been doing all kinds of really great things. I love the town.
Fantastic.
Well, congrats. Well,
Thank
you've
you.
been on stage here in this town. We'll talk about that a little later. But first, this book. It looks like it's kind of a peek behind the scenes and a bit of a story of your foray into show business.
100%. The last thing that I wanted to do was really write a woe is me kind of I'm little book.
No, I would imagine.
I mean, I want to embrace and make it a positive experience. And yeah, there's been a lot of crazy experiences that I've had along the way, but I want to make this book stand out in the sense that it was something that shows you kind of how I got to where I am now and that crazy journey that took place in order to get here.
Absolutely. Of course, people know the Little Women TV shows. They might not recognize you serve as executive producer.
I do.
Which is fantastic. What is that? What is that like? How it's cool to be in that seat as opposed to having a bunch of producers say, "All right, do this."
You know, we try and keep producing completely separate from being part of the show because it just makes it very sticky and very political, and I'm not interested in partaking in that.
And if you separate that means it's actually reality TV.
It really is, and we really were friends coming into all of this. So that's the chaos of, especially of Little Women LA, and I'm super stoked because we are going into season 7.
Congratulations.
Which
Wow.
is huge. Yeah. I mean, we only started in 2014, so we were like boom,
Cranking
boom,
them out,
boom,
yeah.
boom. And I know that there's only a limited amount of time, but there's a brand new show coming out. It's not Tara's Little Family, but it is a spin-off of Little Women LA, and it may have my family in it. It may have my husband. But it's honestly, I can't wait to tell you guys about it, and I hope I come back for it, but it's the most stressful thing I've ever done in my life. More stressful than Dancing with the Stars, more stressful than having 2 children. I'm that kind of stress.
Oh no! And you have a son and a daughter.
I do.
Adorable.
Thank you.
How are they doing, and what's motherhood like when you're juggling producing television?
It's insane. Having great help and having a good team is key to making like the hamster wheel go.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of moving cogs in this situation.
So many,
yeah.
and I was just actually FaceTiming my children in your green room.
Oh, good.
That's cool though. Imagine that technology. Thank goodness that you're able to keep that connection when you're out on the road doing stuff like this.
It's so difficult to not have them with you 24/7.
Now,
Yes.
the pets might not be as understanding.
Pets
you
don't.
have rescue pets.
Yes, I'm a big rescuer as well.
Yay.
I love it.
They don't fall for the FaceTime nearly as much.
No,
I've tried it.
Actually one of my 3 rescues I've called and of course hearing my voice and all of a sudden like looking around the house wherever I am, but not realizing that it's coming out of a cell phone. So there's that.
Sean and I both have rescues as
Of
well,
course.
dogs, and we share
I
that
commend
passion.
that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. It's a good thing to do. I have to jump on this because you mentioned Dancing with the Stars.
Let's jump.
Yes. You want to?
It's in the book as well.
What do you take away from having been on that show?
I take away a good chapter of the book. I take away a lot of things, honestly. It taught me discipline, it taught me perseverance, it taught me a lot of values that I not necessarily didn't have before, but I feel like now that I have experienced it, I'm a better person all around.
You know what? I hear that so often about that show, and you just think, yeah, it's just a bunch of celebrities dancing. But so often you hear people come from that show saying that it's just like a life changer for them. It's really weird.
It's totally a life-changing experience. And, you know, I still have a really great relationship with Sasha, and all of their entire community is so close. They call it a family, and it really is. Like, I was there just last week on Most Memorable Week. I was there just a few weeks ago in Most Memorable Week. And it was just really special to be back on the dance floor because it's such a warm feeling there.
Of course.
And
who do you have
slightly
winning
makes
this
you want to
season?
cry.
Who do you have winning?
Okay, so I really love Emma. Emma was always very supportive for me. So I'm like almost rooting for the dancers because I know them so well.
Gotcha. Yep.
But straight up now, tell me, Lindsay has
Lindsay
never
Sterling.
won.
Yes.
Okay, she's never won, and she's so genuine and so incredibly like just a good person. I love her.
I've met her a few times. She's an absolute sweetheart.
So Jordan
Salty.
and Lindsay are my number one picks.
And Jordan is phenomenal.
He's so great, right?
Yeah, and it's
I'm like, you're a professional.
Totally. It's almost unfair.
It really is incredibly. Congratulations on all the success.
Yes,
Thank you.
and this new
Thank you so
book.
much. Thank you. It's a lot of fun. I can't wait to share more with the world.
Absolutely. Well,
Thank you for having me.
Listen, she
Totally.
wrote the book. The least you can do is read it. Buy Tara Jole's book called Fierce at 4'2". It's available now. You can also keep up with Tara online on her website, her social media info, both right there on your screen.